Hello and welcome to the CTM NewsBreak, where we keep you up to date on what's happening right here in town. I'm Diane Sherritt-Steimel. Cases of the lung disease linked to vaping continue to rise. Faced with growing epidemic of teen vaping, school districts, health departments, and others are working to combat the public health crisis and to educate students and parents about the dangers.
It's being treated just like alcohol. Can't be in the building, can't use it, can't be in possession of it. Even if you're not even using it, you can't have it. Certain behaviors that we know we just can't have in a school, and there's consequences we have to have. But we're hoping to change the kids' behaviors through education. So, for instance, a student gets caught with vaping materials on him. It's a 5-day suspension. Well, we're talking to the kids and the parents and saying, all right, there's a 5-day out-of-school suspension. However, if you join and enroll in our education program, then we will lessen the suspension to say 2 days or 3 days, and what that entails is for the next 4 weeks, that students will have to meet with different individuals each Friday or Tuesday. So one time it'll be with our clinical psychologist to kind of talk about why they're doing it, our guidance counselor, a health educator, and our town health educator who works part for the schools and part for the town, Amanda Glazer, to kind of go over the problems and the destructive nature of these chemicals and what to do into your body. So you're going to get the health aspect, and then our SRO, the legal aspect, and we're hoping through the articles they're going to see, the contact they have with adults from different backgrounds here, the kids will learn through this, so it won't be just as punitive, but hopefully an educational piece.
They're also looking to install vape detectors.
Not only is it detected there's a water vapor in there, but it can detect whether there's a nicotine or THC or other carcinogens you need to be aware of. So we're looking at that company. They did a baseline of all our bathrooms and locker rooms to see what the humidity levels are, to get a baseline, and then then he came out with a prototype, which we should be seeing in about a month, that we can kind of use here to see what our activity levels are and where.
Massachusetts has sued a national retailer of e-cigarette and vaping products, alleging the company violated state law by targeting minors for sales of its merchandise. Attorney General Maura Healey made that announcement in June. The Chelmsford Friends of the Library book sale had another great year, pulling in $24,000 this year.
This is my favorite, the big book of awards, and looking through it, it's the least annoying coworker. And this was $3 also. And the last book is writing guide, $3, 4 kids. Someone might be able to use it.
I brought my son today. He swore he was not going to need a shopping bag to carry his books, but 10 minutes later he came over and asked me for the bag.
The Friends of the Library support makes possible educational, cultural, art, and music programming at the library, as well as museum passes, computer workstations, equipment, and more. In other news, the beautiful fall weather made it easy to get out and enjoy the Chelmsford Historical Society's 18th annual Farm Fair. The free, family-friendly event has farm animals, face and rock painting, hay rides, tours of the homestead, as well as fresh produce and more.
We're from the Chelmsford High School volleyball team, and we're here at the farm fair volunteering, just helping out. We have lots of baked goods.
It was the first time at the farm fair. We live here in Chelmsford and came down with the family. It's a cool little place, very cute and family-friendly, and we're excited to come back again next year.
And finally, you might not be ready, but not too long from now, we'll probably be using words like freezing, frigid, and frosty. That's what we can expect this winter, according to the Farmer's Almanac, which says that this winter will be filled with so many ups and downs on the thermometer, it may remind you of a polar coaster. The Farmer's Almanac provides 16 months of weather forecast for 7 zones across the U.S. and Canada and has become a closely watched predictor of winter weather. And while this forecast trends around this time every year, the more than 200-year-old almanac shouldn't be given too much weight on its own. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Office, their official winter seasonal outlook will be released in October. But for now, let's hope the Farmer's Almanac is wrong. Thanks for watching the CTM NewsBreak, brought to you by Chelmsford Telemedia. If you have news we could use, contact us at newsbreak@chelmsfordtv.org. I'm Diane Sherritt-Steimel.